No, this is more feminist bullshit.
No, it's not feminist bullshit at all. It's so if young boys wanted to play, then they could be Ken as well. If they wasn't sure of being the Barbie, there was actually a male figure for them to play with, and if they wanted to play with the girl, they could play with the girl. But because maybe they didn't get the reassurance that they wanted to play with the woman, and because they are like a young male, then there's the Ken doll to play with and feel accepted to play with actual dolls.
President is a black Barbie, of course.
So what? Why does it matter that she's a black Barbie? You can be friends with who you want to be. It does not matter. People can say what they want. No matter where you are, what you do, and what you look like, there's always going to be one person jealous or spreading hate of you because maybe their self-esteem is that low they have to pick it off someone else. Jesus Christ. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. And in today's video, I did mention it a couple of days ago. I was going to do a video on my reaction to someone else's thoughts and feelings about the Barbie movie. And I feel like I need to do it now because, I mean, in a few days' time, a few weeks' time, the Barbie movie will be still talking about, but I don't think it will be as popular as it is now. So I think this video needs to be out now, so, you know, it's quite relatable. But I went to see the film, and I really enjoyed it. And I've seen a lot of negative thoughts and feelings towards the film that are mainly coming from men. And no wonder, it's called a Barbie movie. It's not called Ken movie, it's called Barbie movie. It's no wonder why men don't like it. But yeah, today I'm reacting to, I might actually have to do several parts of this video because he goes waffling on for about 28 minutes. And yeah, I might have to do separate parts, but I hope you guys enjoy. And do let me know your thoughts. Everyone's entitled to an opinion, so please let me know what you think about the Barbie movie if you've watched it. If you don't like it, that's alright. If you like it, that's okay. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I think today and tomorrow I will release the 2 parts. I will be live streaming tomorrow as well. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, let me know what your thoughts on. Honestly, before we get into it, anyone's entitled to an opinion. I'm allowed to say what I think and what I think about the film and this guy's opinion. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and let's get straight into the video.
The Barbies do literally everything, which is obviously a play on the fact that in like the past 20 to 30 years, Barbie dolls doing all sorts of jobs were released to the world to show that women can do literally anything they set their mind to.
They can. No matter what you are, what gender you are, you can do whatever you want. It's just their choice. Just because you've not witnessed it and maybe heard it, you can't really say anything about it because you don't know, right? That's where a lot of people go wrong with all these theories and everything. If you've not gone through it or witnessed it, then you can say an opinion, but you can't really say it's facts because it's not, because you've not been there.
Very autistic realism angle with the Barbie world. It's obvious that this is not meant to be taken all that seriously. There's a lot of jokes in this movie, none of them are funny, but...
That's your opinion. I think the film's quite hilarious, actually. There's a lot of good comedians in this film, just like this scene right now with Kate McCunn or something like that. I think she's an amazing actress. Yes, she's been in a few movies. All I remember from really is the Ghostbusters, and she did an amazing job. And as Weird Barbie, I think she did an amazing role. I think it was really funny.
And we see a fat Barbie make a parody tear statement.
This makes me emotional, and I'm expressing it. I have no difficulty holding both logic and feeling at the same time, and it does not diminish my powers. It expands them.
If this was a different movie, I would swear that was a joke. Oh yeah, and the...
What? I don't understand why he's assaulting all these different characters of the Barbie. Because over the years with Barbie, they have brang like black Barbies, bigger Barbies, and I think the beginning of this year they bang a Down syndrome Barbie. That's to make other people feel accepted, because there's a lot of people out there that don't feel right, don't feel like they deserve a place in this world, and everyone does. That's why they're here for a reason. And this guy is actually assaulting the roles used in the Barbie movie. Why? It's just, I think this is a lonely guy that's just trying to get drama, because why would you assault a Barbie movie that's based on women? Oh, because of Ken. You know, they expected a bigger role for Ken. But wait. It's the film called Ken. The Ken movie. No, it's not. And that's why I think a lot of males disagree with this film. I'm like, it's about Barbie and her adventure and stuff over the few years, and I think it's a brilliant job what they've done, because women have gone through a lot. Men just don't understand it. They're dickheads. I will leave it as that. They are. And it's just funny, really, that men have to complain at a film called Barbie.
President is a black Barbie, of course.
So what? Why does it matter that she's a black Barbie? And how he said it, oh, of course it's a black Barbie. A lot of black women out there still don't feel accepted. So it is needed to show in a film for them other people to be accepted and feel right in the world. Men like this just don't understand. And obviously they don't understand because they're not women. That, if you look at all these negative thoughts, let me look in the comments quickly. A lot of them are men. A lot of them are actually men. What does that say? Because it's a huge thing about feminists and lifting women up to feel, you know, powerful and stuff, because there's still a lot of people not comfortable with who they are and what they do, especially women. And that's what this film did. It showed that women don't have to be, you know, they don't have to ask to be something. If they want to do it, they need to go and push themselves for it. If they don't want to do it, don't let anyone force them to do it. It is a very difficult topic, but I feel I've got some strong points to get across.
Again, the subversion is not exactly subtle. After this, we see how Margot Robbie Barbie's life is perfect, and she's perfect. She's supposed to represent the original Barbie, the one that is basically just a blonde bimbo with no personal problem, because she...
So I don't understand why people are like attacking the first bit of the film as she's acting dumb. It's looking dumb because the world looks plastic, and carry on in near the beginning of the film, they eat plastic food and drink stuff because to represent the actual Barbies that kids still play with today. It has a bit of childish still in the film to represent what little girls and maybe boys still play with today. And I think they did the best they could with it, because how do you get across really toys to real life actual live action people? Yes, it's difficult, but how they did at the beginning showed, like, she drank her juice but there was no liquid, she got a toast, it was plastic, you know, and everything was perfect, just like the Barbie figure. Because say if I got a Barbie figure right now, it is literally perfect because it's a doll. That's what it's made to do. It's just there to be played with, and you change it however you want it to, but it doesn't, the actual plastic doll doesn't have a life. So why are people getting on the bandwagon of accusing, especially the beginning of this film, when it shows literally not a lot, just representing Barbie at the beginning.
She's horrible for women's beauty standards. How dare you want to be attractive? You should love me for being fat, ugly, and disgusting and unlikable because I was born with a vagina. So when
What was that comment? I actually might have to go back.
with no personality, right? And this is a problem because she's horrible for women's beauty standards. How dare you want to be attractive? You should love me for being fat, ugly, and disgusting and unlikable because I was born with a vagina. So anyway, Barbie goes down to the beach and we see our...
I think he just lost track. What? I don't understand where that came from, but it wasn't necessary. It didn't lead on. There was nothing explained after it. See, with this guy, I feel like a lot of points he's going to say, he's not going to explain himself, just like the point he's just mentioned.
Our boy Ryan Gosling is Ken, looking like a Chad, and his...
My opinion, I don't like Ryan Gosling. That's my opinion. Whoever I've told a lot of people that I don't like Ryan Gosling. They were shocked, and they just moved on. But I feel like a lot of people will talk about Margot Robbie's role because they think she's perfect. And honestly, I think she was perfect for the role because they want to make a lookalike Barbie perfect, slim figure like the actual doll. It was made in the 1950s, 60s. And Margot Robbie was made for the role, and that's what they wanted to do at the beginning of the film. If you've not watched it, you can't really say anything about the movie because you've not watched it.
When the first Barbie dolls came out, and apparently it was in 1959. You're telling me back then they designed Barbie and Ken dolls who lived together in the same house to not be romantically interested in one another? No, this is more feminist bullshit.
No, it's not feminist bullshit at all. It's so if young boys wanted to play, then they could be Ken as well. If they wasn't sure of being the Barbie, there was actually a male figure for them to play with, and if they wanted to play with the girl, they could play with the girl. But because maybe they didn't get the reassurance that they wanted to play with the woman, and because they are like a young male, then there's the Ken doll to play with and feel accepted to play with actual dolls. Because looking now, I feel there's a lot of young boys that are scared of playing with dolls because a lot of girls play with it, and that's why I feel like it's good they've brand Ken so then young boys can play with Ken, so then they don't have to feel shy playing with like a woman. And I feel that's a really good idea what they've also brought into the film as well.
Also, Michael Cera is a minor character in this movie. He is Alan, the only Alan left. I guess he's supposed to represent discontinued or forgotten products. And honestly...
What? Said who? He's not done his research, but Alan, if you didn't know, is best buddies with Ken. And a lot of people have opinions on him. And I think technically maybe Alan's gay for Ken. But they're just best buddies. They bring that doll in to let gay people and bisexual people feel accepted, and that's another good thing that they've done. They've brought a different sexuality doll so other people can play and feel accepted. There's nothing wrong with that at all. If you've got something wrong with it, then you've got something wrong with your head. What is wrong with a different sexuality doll? To let other kids and teenagers feel accepted. Because Barbie is a huge thing, and as they're doing different dolls, different sexuality, different colour, different style, so what if they're doing that? It's a doll. Why are you getting upset on a doll? Just leave the doll makers be. What's the big issue?
Honestly, I have no idea why he's even in this movie. I guess Greta Gerwig needed an ugly Ken doll, somebody for all the women in the...
No, he's not No. Oh my god, it's frustrating me. He's not there to represent ugly. I mean, he might be, but I don't think he's there to represent ugly people. I think he's representing maybe guys that want to hang out with girls, and in the movie Alan does hang around with a lot of the female characters. They've like seen how bad it is, they've been called names because they hang around with a lot of girls, and personally that has also actually been me. I have more female friends than male friends, and Alan, I feel like they've brought the character in the film to feel that everyone's accepted. You can be friends with who you want to be. It does not matter. People can say what they want. No matter where you are, what you do, and what you look like, there's always going to be one person jealous or spreading hate of you because maybe their self-esteem is that low they have to pick it off someone else. And honestly, people like me and other nearly an adult, Jesus Christ, teenagers and young boys, I feel like not a lot of people talk about them having more friendships closer with women, and I feel like this character in the film shows that as well, and I think it's really good. I think it's really positive that they bring Alan in. Maybe he might be gay, he might not be, but I think it's good that he's probably used there to show that it's alright for guys to have female friends. And it is. What's the problem with it? If you've got an issue, then okay, don't bring it up to other people. Go to the makers of the film and the Barbie creators. Jesus Christ.
The audience to view as a loser because you could cut him out of the movie and lose nothing of value. Anyway.
No. Again, disagreed. Alan's there to support maybe the questioning guys and maybe girls of their sexuality, and I think he's there to show, again, sexuality, but also that even if you're straight, you can have female friends more than male friends. It doesn't matter who you are as a person and who you're friends with. It doesn't matter. So why does it matter to you, Synthetic Man? I'm sorry, let's talk about your channel name. How sad are you? Synthetic Man. Just by his name, he's a stuck up fucking loser.
Way, Ken wants to impress Barbie and upstage the Asian Ken, so he tries to go surfing and fails miserably, injuring himself. And then we get a gratuitous gay joke.
Let's beach off.
Anyone who wants to beach him off has to beach me off first. I will beach both of you off at the same time.
But you don't even know how to beach yourself up. How are you going to beach both yourself? That doesn't make sense.
Why are you beach yourself off? You're going to beach both of us off.
Nobody's gonna beach anyone off.
Then we have...
Why is that a gay joke? I'm not gay, but if you are gay, let me know. How's that a gay joke? I think it's because... Has he watched the film? I don't think he has. But basically, before all that happened, a lot of, especially Ken, he's always on the beach looking out for people on the beach. And he actually talks to Barbie that he wants... I'm pretty sure that he wants to have that job on the beach to look out for the Barbies. Like when they go swimming and stuff. And that's... At the moment, they're on the beach and they want to beach each other up. Meaning they want to basically last one standing to get the role to look after people on the beach. I think that's honestly what it's actually meant, but this guy's just taken it out of content and said apparently it's a gay joke. If you're gay, let me know, because I don't think that's a gay joke whatsoever. I think that's just out of content, really. Shows another dickhead comment.
Have the Barbie ambulance playset, which turns into a doctor's room. And guess what? Dr. Barbie is a man! Yeah, I'm sure you heard about this before the film came out, but there is a trans woman Barbie, and this brave person does not even try to sound like a woman.
Before that, why does it matter if there's a trans Barbie? Why does it matter? Again, I think it's good they've got different Barbies in it to represent different people, because everyone's not the same. everyone's not the same. Everyone doesn't feel the same. And if people want to be like a trans woman or trans man, then that's up to them. They don't need people like you to telling them what to do. It's their life. They can do what they want. And if you think it's bad for them choosing what they want to do with their life, then grow the fuck up. Why? Is it because you're that bored, sat at home, doing nothing, that you have to spot out of the Barbie movie that there's a trans Barbie? What does it matter? It doesn't matter. It just shows what a dickhead he is. Why would you bring it up? Why does it matter? I don't get this guy. This is why I've done the video on him.
And given the fact that the dolls have no genitalia, which they confirm in the film, if you're curious.
No genitalia. That's to represent dolls. Like, I don't have a doll on me because I don't keep them personally. So I've got one of my sisters, I think one of my favourite dolls actually, and it is actually the live action Belle of Beauty and the Beast. I think it's actually really good what they've done, a really good job. Outfit's really cool. And he's talking about no genitalia. Because honestly, when kids play with dolls, they don't care if it's got a penis or a vagina. They're not going to play and have sex, are they? It doesn't matter. And when the creators created Barbies, they're not made to have sex and know if they've got a penis or vagina. They're there just to play and for kids to dream and imagine what jobs they've got or if they want a family or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's a plastic doll. What kids play with. It's not real life situation, is it? No. Jesus Christ. And now if someone comes in my room wondering why I've got a doll, well, I'll explain, because this twat doesn't understand why dolls don't have genitals for. Jesus.
What is even the point of having a trans woman, Barbie, in the first place?
The point is, because maybe there's a lot of trans people out there that still don't feel accepted, and with this film, they've done it so then, again, they feel accepted. It is a very positive film. There's so many good things about this film, and I don't understand. I feel like he's just targeting the few of the Barbies they've made, and few of the situations they've talked about. Like, especially with the female ones. Of course, it makes sense. He's a male. He won't understand. Jesus Christ.
Maybe the secret lore is that one of the Ken dolls got tired of being useless and so transitioned so he could get a real job. But that's
an unnecessary comment. That's not even funny. Why? No. Grow the fuck up.
Should be funny, and as you're going to see, this movie is anything but that. And
disagree with you. It is funny. Well, how is it not funny? You're probably just dead inside. That's probably why you've not found it funny. Let me know if you've watched the film and you think it's funny, because I think it's actually hilarious, because I actually have a life inside of me. But again, I'm not being nasty to people who think that it's not funny, but I want to know, if you don't think it's funny, why? Why don't you think it's funny? I want your opinion, actually. If you don't think it's funny, let me know. But I bet there's not a lot of people out there that will say it's not funny, because it is. It's hilarious. But yeah, we'll look at one more point and that'll be it, because it's coming up to 45 minutes now, and I don't want to be sat here rambling. But I'll do several parts, don't worry.
Then we fast forward to Barbie having one of her huge parties that apparently she has all the time, and out of nowhere she says... And of course, straight out of a meme, the party stops, and we discover that Barbie has started...
I mean, if it's out of a meme, I can't really think of what meme it's at, but, you know, real life situation, if someone says, you know, what do you feel about dying, you'd question it, wouldn't you? You wouldn't carry on laugh about it. I mean, some people would, to be honest, because they've probably got sick heads. But you'd honestly, if that was your friend stood next to you saying, "Does it feel like dying?" you would question them. Maybe laugh at them thinking, "Oh, why did you think that?" But you'd question them, wouldn't you? So, of course they stood still to question it, because at the first bit, Barbie Land is represented as a perfect world, like dolls. That's what they're made to do. There's nothing bad with what they've done at the beginning of the film. It's not bad at all.
Started malfunctioning. She's getting depressed and anxious, and for some reason, she doesn't walk on her tippy toes anymore.
To show, do you know what that shows? To show that a lot of people out there don't feel perfect. And that's what they did with the storyline from the beginning to the end, to show Margot Robbie as Barbie, to show that people have ups and downs in their life. And it's not always perfect, and that's what they did in this film, and that's what's really good about it. With anything, if kids play with all these toys, if you feel down, you wouldn't play with anything, would you? No. That's for anyone. You'd want to sit there, cry about it, maybe talk about it, but you wouldn't want to do what makes you happy. A lot of people try to do, but sometimes it doesn't happen. And that's what they've done with that's what they've done with this, to show life's not always perfect. And that's what they did with Barbie, Margot Robbie, throughout the whole film, to show that it's not perfect. Women do still struggle, but you need to show yourself who you are as a person and bring yourself up. Yes, it's difficult, but talk about it like they've shown in the film. It's the best thing is to talk about it. And then bring yourself up. If you're not happy where you are in life, take a different direction maybe. Because if you're not happy at where you now, you need to change that. Because in the future, it's going to get worse for you. And that's a real life scenario as well. But yeah, I'm going to end it here because I'm about to scream at this guy and it's almost coming up to an hour. Jesus Christ. But I don't know how many parts of this I'll be able to do. But honestly, hope you guys have enjoyed. Let me know what your thoughts are. In the next few days, I will be releasing Fortnite videos on live streams, but also I will be releasing this because it needs to go out now, because it's going to be more popular now than in a few weeks' time, and I think a lot of people will forget about people's thoughts like in a few weeks. But let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about the movie and what I've said and what he said so far. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll hopefully see you in part 2 of my reaction.